Hi, all my Yarney friends. It's Jamie here with Redbird Stitches. I just want to come out and say hello to everybody, see how everybody's doing. Happy second day of summer. Yay! I hope everybody's enjoying their second day of summer. And I wanted to say thank you to all my new subscribers. I had a couple join, so that is so kind of you to spend some time with me. And thank you to all of my current subscribers for tuning in and stopping by to say hello. I appreciate it. And I also will let you know that my Instagram information and my Facebook information will all be in the description box. And as well, I wanted to remind everybody about the Crochet Granny Square that represents where you live in the world. So if you could, if you want to participate, my email address is going to be in the description box as well. I don't have a P.O. box because I don't have enough business for it yet. So maybe one day. So if you want to participate, if you could email me and I will go ahead and send you my personal address to send your square to. That would be awesome. I did a orange and sent it to Seta at Seta's place. She has this beautiful wall hanging, and that's where I got the idea from. And I asked her, and she said, yeah, sure, no problem. You're welcome to use that idea if you want to. And so I appreciated that. So I sent her my orange representing Central Florida. And so I'm waiting for her to send me hers. I can't wait. So I'm excited. I'm going to make another orange so I can at least have something to attach it to when she sends me hers. So that's exciting. It's a nice little project to get started with. But so I'm going to get started and let you know what I've been up to. What have you guys been up to? I'm sure everybody's busy. Life is always busy, whether, you know, it's summertime or wintertime, the clock never stops going by fast, right? So some things that I've been up to. Last time I was on, I showed you guys the mittens, the fingerless gloves my mom wanted the repair done on. The fur had gotten kind of cruddy looking because it was, you know, really wet and matted. And so last time I put the fur on them, I did it in the scalloped row. But this time I decided to do a surface crochet. So I'm going to open up so you can see on the inside. See the sparkle? So I just did that so that you can see the pretty scallops. So when she wears it, you'll see the pretty scallop. As well, I put a little flower on it too. I thought that would kind of zhuzh it up. So I know she'll love that. So she'll be happy to receive those back. And it didn't take me, I don't know, maybe an hour to do it all. And well, what took the longest was cutting out the old fur trim. But I know she'll be happy with the updated version of her fingerless gloves. And I also, you'll see my yarn here, I also participated in a yarn swap at our local library. It's about an hour away. It's in Leesburg and Florida, which is considered still Central Florida. And I brought a bunch of my yarn and some knitting needles and some crochet hooks that I had duplications of. And some of the knitting needles I had purchased just thrift store, not anything crazy, but I had figured out that I like a different style better. So I brought the ones that I wasn't going to end up using. And so we got to do a yarn swap. So I was so excited. This is the second time I've gone to that location for a yarn swap. They do it twice a year. Well, June and September. So, which really makes it nice because, yeah, you get to get rid of some stuff that you're not going to use or that you're finished with, and then you get to pick out some new stuff to bring home. So, I'm not gonna, I can show you all of it, but this one is so cool. This is a Bernat Viva. It's a skein and then a little portion that was left over. And it's a bulky number 6. And it's acrylic and nylon. at 100 grams, which is like 85 yards. But I thought this was a perfect color. It's like a bright yellow, green chartreuse kind of mixture. I thought this would be perfect for an amigurumi frog. When I saw that, I kept on staring at it, and I was like, because it's soft. It's not really super soft, so it's, you know, and it's a pretty thick strand. So I was like, what can I make with that? Because it's not a whole lot, you know. I'm like, oh my God, that would be such a cute frog. So I've never made a frog before. So I've been looking at patterns, and I really like the leggy frogs because I think their little legs are so hilarious. So, so yeah, I tried to be very intentional with the yarn that I took because I just don't want a room full of yarn. I think that for me, I have to have more of a controlled environment with plans and things like that. I just don't want to collect yarn to collect yarn. So I tried to be very intentional and mindful of what I was bringing home, but I'm excited. I can't wait to make a frog out of that one. And then I didn't have any plushy black, so I just got some Premier Basics. It's a chenille Brights super bulky 6, 112 yards, 100% polyester. It's soft and squishy. So I was like, I want that to make, I love to make the amigurumi chickens. The oak and marlow chickens are my favorite. I don't do a lot of amigurumi. It's not my passion, but I love the chickens and I sell them really well in my area. So I have a craft fair coming up in the end of September. So I wanted to do a nice black chicken with some bright red. I thought that would be pretty. And then I got 2 of these. This is Loops and Threads. This is so soft. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is super soft. It's 87 yards, a bulky number 7, so that you know that works up super fast. And it's like a real light creamy beige with like cream, a little bit of like a taupey color. It's showing up a little bit grayer, but it's a warmer tone. So I got this, and I'm planning on making some chickens out of this as well, because it's just so soft and snuggly, and I like to make the chickens. So I got 2 of those. And then I got this one. This is a very snuggly number 6 as well. And it is, let me see my yards. 220 yards. I forgot my glasses in the other room, so you're gonna have to ignore my squinting. 220 yards, and it's a Bernat blanket yarn. And I want to learn, the other thing I love are those loaf cats. I've never made one, so I want to do a frog and I want to do a loaf cat, and of course I know how to do chickens, but so I thought this would be super cute as a loaf cat. And I've seen some really very low sew turtles. And being that we live in Central Florida, I think that I could sell a couple turtles as well. So I want to add a couple things, not crazy amigurumi, because that, like I said, I enjoy looking at it. It's super cute. I want to have something for everybody, you know, like the customers or whatnot. But my real passion is in wearables. So anyway, it is right now. You know, that can all change. Everything's relative. So I got that green, and I'm just going to put the stuff back so I'll probably have a yarn avalanche here soon. But anyway, then I got this. This is a real pretty, it's gold. It's got, see, it's sparkly, it's thin. It's a very nice little thin. It's by, it's Vanna's Glamour. It's by Lion Brand. That's the brand. And let's see. This little skein is 200 yards, and it's a number 2 weight, and it's polyester, and let's see, acrylic, polyester, and I think and metallic. I was like, I couldn't read that because I have my glasses on. So anyway, I got this as like an accent, and I have a little ball of it as well. So I love adding, you know, to my solid colors when I'm making a scarf or you know, maybe even a headband. I like to add a little something to it to give it texture. So when I saw this, I was like, that's a great addition to something. So I like that. And then you guys know how I am with the eyelash. Well, this isn't eyelash, but you know how I love the texture. Here we go again, texture. So I got this gray and black with a little bit of metallic, and this is called Moonlight Mohair. It says it's a number 5, but that's just because it's got a big halo on it. So let's see what I can see. I'm trying to see how many yards it is. 82 yards. So again, it's a texture item. And I was even thinking maybe I'll hold this with the black chicken and see what it comes out to, you know. I love doing stuff like that. And then I got this color, which has got pinks and reds and orange, a little bit of silver glitter in it. And this is 76 yards, a number 5 again. Let's see. And it is 42% nylon, 35 kid mohair, and 18% acrylic, and 5% polyester. Now, the only reason I could read all that to you guys is because it wasn't microscopic, so apologize for that. Anywho, again, another texture addition. I like that stuff. And then this is like the eyelash. Oh, it's so soft and snuggly. Oh my gosh. It's by Moda Eden. I'm sorry, I didn't tell you this. This is Modia as well. And I did tell you about the Lion brand. This is a number 5. It's like a light wine color. And let's see, it is 100% nylon, 83 yards, number 5, again, because of the halo. So excited to use that. And then I got this Bernat Venetian, which is gorgeous. The color is claret, and it is 67% acrylic, 18% mohair, 15% nylon. Let's see. It says the gauge, but it doesn't tell me. I'm looking for. It's 50 grams, so you'd have to do the gram to yardage, which I don't have that at the moment. I don't have that mathematical equation, so I'm sorry. But it's the Bernat, and it's gorgeous. So pretty. And then I got this as well, again, for texture. It's called Angel Hair. I've never seen this brand before. Novita of Finland. So that was interesting. Let me see if there's any English words on this thing. It's 95 meters, 50 grams, and it is wool, polyester, acrylic, and it was made in Finland. I think that's it for right now. But anyway, look at that blue. Is that not gorgeous or what? And it's got like a shiny tinsel in it. Yeah, it's gorgeous. And that is, let me see, that's the strand. So there it does. I'm trying to see what it says as far as like the yarn, what they're classifying it as. I would say like a 4. They're probably classifying it. I don't see the rest of the, and I don't want to take this out because then it's going to all unravel. So I would imagine they're considering it a 4 weight. And then I got some sparkles. This is considered a 0 weight. And it is by Enchant, which is Premier Yarns. And let's see how many yards it is. Ooh, 429 yards. That's awesome. Woohoo. Cool. I can't wait to pair that up with something. Maybe I can make a bedazzled chicken. Then I got this really cute little ball of just a light wool. It's merino, merino fine superwash merino. It is, let's see, 150 meters. So trying to look at the ball band, see what it says. Virgin wool. And this is the weight. It's pretty small. I would say that's like a 2. Yeah, probably a 2. Anyway, thought that was real pretty. And then I got some pretty orange just to have. I didn't have any orange, so when I saw that, I was like, oh, I'll take that little. It's a little skein, 100% acrylic, 65 yards, a number 4 weight, and it's by Lion Brand. So then I got this. I don't have very much red in my collection. Before I went, I took a picture of, you know, that there, and then in my closet I have yarn as well. I just took a couple pictures so that I knew what I had if I, you know, couldn't remember, but I know I don't have a good selection of red. So so I got this. It's by Yarney. It's a Tender Touch. Peony is the colorway. It's 135 yards and it's 100% acrylic and a 6.5 millimeter crochet hook. So yeah, for a number. Sorry, I'm pausing here. Anyway, I thought that was a really pretty color. I like the brightness of it. It's super soft. It would be great like a really snuggly hat, you know? So I was thinking of a nice red hat. And then I got another primary color. Oh, I got this red as well by Patons. And this is worsted weight classic wool, 100 grams, which is says that it's 194 yards. And it's called Bright Red is the colorway. It's a number 4. So that's just a really nice classic red as well. So I love that too. So I have to see what I can come up with the red. I have a red beret, but I'm not gonna take that on my trip. So I was thinking maybe I'll make like a nice snuggly hat to wear. And then this is Lion Brand Woolies. It's 197 yards. It's 80% acrylic and 20% wool. And let's see if the colorway, if it says it. Just plain navy. So that's pretty too. So wouldn't this be nice together? Ooh la la. I have to think about something. I was thinking of maybe making a red, white, and blue scarf. Now that would be pretty to take with me, you know? I was thinking of that too. So maybe I'll look for a pretty white to go with it. Now these were interesting. This is Boucle, the curly yarn. I don't know if you guys have used this before. I've used it. I've used a brown color for chickens and they look so cute. They're all curly and so cute. I got 2 balls of this. Now this is a number 6 weight. It is 72 yards and the color is called Vineyard and it's made in Italy. Let me find. It's 80% acrylic and 20% mohair. And this is it. This is the colorway. So it's got some wine color, some beautiful green. I would say this is like a darker sable-y color. It's not like a super brown, like a warm brown. It's more of a cooler brown, but it's absolutely beautiful. So I want to make some type of scarf for this, or a shawl, like some type of little shawlette or something. I'm not sure yet, but it's gorgeous and it'll be beautiful worked up. So I'm looking forward to using that. Then, so I got 2 of those. And this random purple, I have 2 of these already from I had picked up somewhere along the way. And this was just sitting there, no ball band. I was like, I have that at home. So I rescued it because I have 2, so this makes 3. And I'm gonna make, you know, I could even add some of this in with that. There's just so many things, you know. So I was like, I have enough to make, you know, now with 3, I have at least enough to make a hat or something like that. But I also now have enough to add to a project if I wanted to add I mean, isn't that, I think that's pretty. I would love to add that in there with that and just make a big, you know, a big cape or something like that. So anywho, now, this is gonna tumble. I'm gonna have a yarn avalanche. This is, there's no ball bands, but look at that, look at the roving. See how it's spun? It looks like it's hand spun yarn. I don't know for sure. Like I said, there's no tags. I kind of stuck my fingers in the middle to see if I could find anything, and I don't feel anything. So I'm gonna use this, add it to something, but that roving, I love the difference. Like, see how thin it is? And then you get the chunkier bits. I mean, look at that. I think this is hand spun yarn. I really honestly do. The way that shows up like that. So, and the bits of blue. So it's got like an ice blue with some navy. It's cream, it's warm colors. So yeah, I love that. That was really good. And then I got some of this. This is called Divine by Patterns. And this again is that texture stuff that I love. So let me read the specs. It is 79.5% acrylic, 18% mohair, and 2.5% polyester. It is 100 grams. And there's a tag over where the yardage would be. Let me see if I can pull it back. Oh no, the yardage isn't on it there. Oh, yes, 142 yards. So I got 2 of those in that colorway. It's a darker blue with a nice, see the thick halo. And then I got this lighter color, which I love as well. Same specs. So wouldn't that be pretty together? Yeah, with this, I mean, good Lord, that would be so amazing. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Then I got this color of the Divine, which is like a rosy, it's got some orange. It's like a pink and orange. See that? So you have some pink and orange, and then look at that. So pretty. Same specs, and they're considering it a bulky number 5 again. But yeah, I can't wait to add that to something. Yeah. Let's see what this would look like. Not so good. Anyway, I just thought that was beautiful. Yeah. Here, so you can see. Don't be afraid to. Now this is why I like the yarn swaps, because honestly I don't even know how much this costs, because there's no tag on it. I guess I would have to look it up, but I'm sure it wasn't cheap. Nothing is cheap anymore anyway. And if I didn't have, like, I wouldn't just go experiment with a $15 skein of yarn. I can't afford that. But when you do a yarn swap, you get to try different types of yarn. I didn't even know about eyelash yarn last year when I went to the first one. I just hadn't experienced it. I don't have small yarn shops in my area that have like specialty yarn. I have big box stores, and the most specialty that they have, they don't even have sequin yarn. You know, I didn't even know about that. So that's what's the benefit of, you know, either hosting a yarn swap or going to a yarn swap, is you get to learn about stuff. You get to experience it. You know, and it's not costing you an arm and a leg. You go share your things that you have that you no longer use, or, you know, maybe you bought the wrong color and it's just too much of something, you know? I even donated, like I had some organizational things for my yarn room, and I changed the way I store stuff. So I brought those things, you know, like, so it doesn't, anyway, what I'm trying to say is it's nice to be able to experience a different type of yarn that I didn't even know existed, and I didn't have to invest a ton of money, and then maybe I screw it up, you know, maybe I mess it up and I don't use it properly, and you know, and then I would be out all this money, but I don't feel so bad. It gives me more of a wanting to experiment because I don't have anything super invested in it. I don't have to be afraid to make a mistake or to ruin something, you know? It's like a little bit of freedom, you know, a little bit of artistic freedom. Now, this one is it's called Lace Sequin. It's a little bit like, it's been around for a while. Okay, we'll just say that. So I figured what I'll do is I'll take a layer off, like unwind a layer, and I'm sure it'll be fine when I get down a layer, because like I said, it's been around a little while. So, but I really love the little sequins. I mean, those are so beautiful. I mean, what if I put the sequins with this and mixed it? I mean, come on, people, it's so beautiful. So let's see what this is. It's 68% acrylic, 14% polyester, 9% mohair, and 9% wool. It's 70 grams. It's considered a number 2 weight. And let's see if I can find, the yardage is 344 yards. So that's a decent amount of yardage to add to a project. So I love that. It's very soft too. It's very soft, and like I was showing you, the halo is, I got to go down a layer, but that's what it looks like. See the pretty little sequin. So, and then I got this. So this was in a hank, and this was, somebody caked it up, and it's the same yarn. It feels the same. It's got the same spin on it. It's by Hooks and Needles. It is Harvest Moon is the colorway, 100% wool, 131 yards, and it's 100 grams. I went ahead and I weighed this on my scale, and it weighed at the same amount as the hank. So I'm not gonna fret and be, you know, at least I know that it's basically, you know, 131 yards, give or take 1 or 2 yards, I'm not sure. But I love that mustard color. I was like, oh my gosh. I mean, I'm gonna make a frog, but wouldn't that be beautiful together too? Oh my word, you guys. It's just amazing. And I love purple and gold together as well. It looks like a little bit of a Mardi Gras, right? Woohoo! So I was excited to get that. And this is a hank of, it doesn't have a tag on it, so, and I weighed it, it's the same, it's 100 grams. So it is probably, like, I would consider that a 4. It's wool. And so, yeah, I'm excited to have that. I was thinking I could even put, because it's similar in shape and size, I could even put those two together and do some striping, you know? So I'm excited, as you can tell. And this is the real deal. Like, I was like stunned when I saw this. It is called, it's by Stitch Studio by Nicole. It's Nuevo, like new. It's a number 3. It is 45% acrylic, 45% polyester, 10% wool, approximately 492 yards. And like I said, it's a number 3 weight. Let me get my finger underneath here so you can see the strand. My goodness, they're all sticking together. Isn't that beautiful? It's like a burgundy with a bright orange. And I want to say that's like a little bit of brown. It's gorgeous. Stunning. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4 of these. Yeah, that's a lot of yarn. So I'm gonna really scour some patterns. I don't know what I want to do with it, but it's so my colors. It's totally my colors. Look how dark and burgundy that is there. I mean, that's so dark. Then you have that pretty lighter red, and then you have the orange, and you have some brown. It is just stunning. And I've never heard of this yarn, so I'm anxious to use it. I'm gonna read the little label. It says, my Stash Studio Nuevo collection features a hand-dyed look that makes gorgeous garments. Enjoy and inspire with every stitch. Find projects and inspiration at it's AC Moore. That's who that is, AC Moore. So I'll have to look. They closed, but I don't know if there's going to be any patterns, but anywho. So that was my yarn haul, you guys, from the library experience. I'm going to clear off my desk really quick because I had some more stuff to talk to you guys about. So the other thing I wanted to mention, and I don't know if I've mentioned it before, so if I have, sorry for the redundancy, but when I was at the yarn, at the swap, I always just discreetly smell the yarn, make sure that, you know, it smells good or doesn't have, like, I have allergies, so I can't have, like, yarn that's been in a smoking household. So anyway, just as a reminder, when you're, you know, thrifting and when you're picking up yarns and whatnot, garage sailing, however you do your thing, just be mindful of that, because, you know, you don't want to bring home something that you can't use, right? So anywho, that's what I picked up. I'm almost done putting it back. So that was exciting. Now I wanted to show you the back of my chair. I have this. So this was my very first ever wearable that I made. And it is a shawl that has flowers, and attached. I made it for my sister, Callie, and she is a very pretty tall blonde girl. And I tell her this is the Encanto, the Disney movie with all the little Spanish girls. Encante. I said it wrong. Anywho, I just loved that. I love this. I love the style of this. I think it's just so cute with all the colors and the big chunky flowers and everything. So she had given this back to me because she lost a couple flowers on it. And so she said, do you mind repairing it for me? And I was like, no, I'll take care of it, no problem. And so I was looking at it and I'm like, so I got it back, and this weekend I did the repairs, and I was going through it and I was like, oh my gosh. Now that was made right after the pandemic, because I was just starting to be able to make bigger projects. And my sewing skills and attaching things, not so great. So I ended up, you know, restitching a lot of the flowers so that they were on there a little bit better. And I didn't restitch the balls because they were pretty tied on tight, but you know, they're a little bit floppy. So I did redo the flowers so that they would stay on good. And I fixed a couple leaves that where the ends had come out. So I was like, wow, I've come a long way. I can at least tie in my ends and have it be a little bit more substantial when I'm connecting the dots on things. So I thought that was hilarious. I was like, oh, I've made some progress, you know. To look back at your work and to inspect it, yeah, it's pretty cool. It is really cool, you know, learning along the way. I've learned so many tricks and tips from people on not Facebook, on YouTube, the podcasters that I've been watching over the years. So yeah, that was pretty cool. And then I also finished a another one of the shawls that I've been making, the Bag O' Day crochet pattern that I've been making quite recently. And this one turned out really pretty. I had it packed away because I'm gonna give it to the lady who ordered it on Sunday. This is the one I made, and it's real pretty white and a little fancy button. And this is, it's got like, yeah, you see the silver. So yeah, it came out really nice. I know she's gonna like it. It's the same pattern that I made for myself, and I've made it a few times. My mom has one, I have one. I've made, this is my third one for commission. So that's exciting. And I like the simplicity of the white, because I mean, it'll go with everything, you know. So it came out good. I was glad. So I finished that. I think I finished it last Thursday, Friday, something like that. So I'm sure you guys have been hearing about the Hobby Lobby clearance sale. Mine's over with, but I wanted to show you some of the buttons I picked up. They're super cute. I like them. So I picked up some extra buttons because I needed some more. And buttons are not cheap. So I got these. I had used these for my great niece. They're like a pearly white. And I got this. This is the button that I used for my Bag O' Day Caplet. 94 cents instead of $3.79. And I spent $3.79 on mine because it went with my shawl. So there you go. And then I got these. These are super cute. I think I'm gonna use these on a cardigan. They have like the rainbow color, you know, the acrylic rainbow color. They were $1.24 instead of $4.99 for 6 buttons. That's really good. And then I got these. Pretty. They have like a gray pearl and then the rhinestone in the center. They were $4.49. I got them for $1.12. And then I got these as well. They're like a prism, and they're a crystal, so they're $3.79, and I got them for 94 cents. I like those too. Those are cool. And then I couldn't resist. I had to have a big giant button, so I don't know what I'll use it on, but it's $4.99 and I got it for $1.24. So not too bad. I'm gonna stick those in my button tin. And so I watch No Catchy Name, Ella. She is a podcaster on YouTube, and she does a lot of amigurumi. She does a really great patterns. She makes her own patterns. She also, she does a lot of sewing. She makes some really cute project bags and zipper pouches. She's on Etsy. I'll put her in the description box. So anyway, she had been showing this super cute amigurumi that she's been making for her area. I guess she lives in Tennessee, and there's a lot of like local, you know, fishermen, fisher girls, you know, whatnot. And so she had been making this absolutely adorable amigurumi of a largemouth bass with a bobber keychain. So I was like, oh my gosh, I have to have that. My husband fishes in our little lake behind our house, and it has the cute little pink mouth. And I was like, I need to make him that. He'll love that. He's not like big. He supports my craft and my art, but he's not like huge on crochet. But I know he's gonna love that. So yeah, I made him one. And my bobber isn't as pretty as the pattern, but I'm gonna show you the pattern. I couldn't believe it. I was like, oh, I'm looking at what she's holding up and showing me. I'm like, oh, I can make that. I can make that, no problem. Yeah. So I bought the pattern off of Etsy, and the pattern is by Serendipity Designs by Amanda Ray. She is phenomenal. She is very thorough. She writes the pattern, has photographs, diagrams. Inside the pattern, it's digital, you can print it off. Inside the pattern, there's links, the digital portion, where it'll take you to her YouTube, and it does the tutorial little sections by little sections, so that, you know, nobody can really, well, I mean, somebody probably could, but typically they can't steal her tutorial / pattern. Okay, you guys, this pattern, look how thick it is. 35 pages for this guy. Yeah. Yep. I could not believe it. I was in so over my head. I was like, how am I going to make this? You know, I mean, just looking at it on, you know, with Ella, I was like, oh, that doesn't look bad. That looks really fun. That doesn't look hard at all. Okay. 35 pages later, okay? And it's this big. It's less than 6 inches big. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. I could not believe it. I was like, holy mackerel. It was way over my head. Way over my head. And when Ella was showing it, she's like, yeah, I had an order for 9 of them for so-and-so, and I made a couple more. I'm thinking, oh, well, that can't, you know, that can't take that long. It took me an entire day yesterday to do this. Entire day, Sunday. Yep. Except for, like, I went in the pool for maybe 2 hours or an hour and a half. So I would say a good solid 8 hours. Yeah. So hopefully, I know my husband is going to appreciate it. And I don't think I will be making more. I don't think so. But I think he's cute. I think he's super cute. So yeah, I wish, you know, I was thinking, and this is called Bodie the Bass pattern. It's a keychain, ornament, or fidget. Like, you could add in here you know, the barrettes that snap, they're metal and they snap. So people have been, you know, using this as a fidget as well. So, I mean, there's a lot of things you can, it's a fantastically written pattern. I'm just not experienced enough in amigurumi to be able to follow this kind of pattern. I mean, it's phenomenal. It's I couldn't even imagine how long it took her to even write this pattern. I mean, look at the diagrams. It's just done expertly. It's phenomenal. It's worth, I mean, I think I spent $4.99 on it. Yeah, it's worth every penny of that. So I wanted to show you guys that, and that was, so I'm gonna put it in a little gift bag. I got my little gift bag. I'm gonna give it to my hubby when he gets home from work today. So, but I wanted to show you Bodie the Bass and encourage you to definitely support Serendipity Designs by Amanda Ray. She also does other types of fish. Like, there was a really cute catfish that had like the little whiskers. I mean, she does amazing, amazing work. So there is no AI with the Serendipity girl. It's beautiful work. So that was encouraging to see that. And I was glad I finished the bobber today. I was like, thank God. So let me look at my notes here real quick, because I want to make sure I didn't forget anything. I don't know if you guys have noticed, the price of cotton has been going up. So if you need any cotton, if your cotton stash is getting low, you might want to look at it and see where you can find some cotton on sale. Premier Yarn. I am now an affiliate with Premier Yarn, so I'm going to go ahead and put my the links in the description for that. I don't get paid by, like, if you guys are gonna buy from Premier Yarns and you click my link, I get a little tiny percentage of a commission. It's not like, you know, $1 million or anything. It's a small percentage. What happens is when I go ahead and order stuff, then I can use some of that money to purchase yarn for yarn reviews. So like I said, no pressure. I'm just letting you know it's there. Premier Yarns is going to be having a huge sale this month. Well, yeah, July. We're not out of June yet. So in a couple weeks. So I will go ahead and I'm going to look up those dates and put that in the description box as well. So I think that is it for today. So I appreciate you guys coming by and sticking it out and enjoying the yarn with me, enjoying a little chat. I hope everybody has a great week. If you could post what you're working on, I would love to hear from you. If you have any questions about any of the yarn that I showed today, I'm more than happy to repeat myself. Again, if you could participate in the Granny Square make along, I would love that. I would love to see where my viewers are from. That means a lot to me. And also, I just want to say thank you again for spending time with me, visiting with me, and I will talk to you soon. Everybody have a great day. Take care. Bye-bye.